this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review. We're looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP, looking at the MACDs, the moving averages and the day's support, resistance and pivot levels. It is Thursday the 11th of January. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar. It's been a mixed start to the day. You're going to need to see Bitcoin move through the pivot at 45,334 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 46,890. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break back through to 46,000 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 47,000 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin test the swing high 48,277 and the second major resistance level at 48,940 before any pullback. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 43,284 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of the second major support level at 41,728. Looking at the MACDs, we got a narrowing of the bearish histograms, supporting some upside early this morning. Could see a bullish cross as well, so keep an eye on that through the morning. On the EMA, the 50 has narrowed on the 100 and the 200, however, which is a slightly bearish signal. So keep through the early part of the day, move through the pivot at 45,334, break back through to 46,000 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failures to do that and support levels are in play. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, also a mixed start to the morning. Going to need to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 1754 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 1828. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break back through to 1800 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's swing high at 1839 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum test the second major resistance level at 1913. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 1669 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should stay well clear of sub 1600s. Second major support level sits at 1595. Looking at the MACD, also a narrowing of the bearish histograms, and we could see a possible bullish cross, so keep an eye on that through the morning. On the EMA, 50 has narrowed on the 100 and the 200, however, suggesting some downside through the morning. So keep through the early part of the day, avoid a move back through the pivot at 1754 and break back through to 1800 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels are in play. Moving across to Litecoin against the US dollar, also mixed this morning. Going to need to see Litecoin move back through the pivot at 182.35 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 194.56. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Litecoin to break back through to 190 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's swing high at 195.15 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, Litecoin could test resistance at 210 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 207.36. Failure to move back through the pivot would bring the first major support level 169.55 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should stay clear of the second major support level at 157.34. Looking at the MACD, got a narrowing of the bearish histograms, but nothing indicative of a bullish morning ahead, so keep an eye on that. On the EMA, the 50 has held its ground against the 100 and the 200, however, also inconclusive. So keep through the early part of the day, move back through the pivot at 182.35 and back through to 190 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, it's a bullish start to the morning. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot at 0.4999 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 0.5487. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.54 levels. Barring an extended crypto rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and the 62% fib at 0.5522 to cap any upside. In the event of another breakout, should see Ripple's XRP test resistance at 0.60 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 0.5918. A fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 0.4568 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should steer well clear of the second major support level at 0.4080 and the 38.2% fib at 0.4070. Looking at the MACD, we've got a bullish cross this morning, supporting this early morning breakout. On the EMA, the 50 is also pulling away from the 100 and the 200, also a bullish signal for the morning. So avoiding the pivot at 0.4999 and a move back through to 0.54 levels could see Ripple's XRP begin to make a move back to 0.60 levels.